Hi everyone, it's me Darlene. I am going to start another mini quilt series. I just made a video recently which will be linked down below and also on the end screen. It was a wonky raw edge quilt block that I sewed on iron-on fusing. And I have just this left. I am going to cut this into squares and I will be making my little quilt. I will be digging through my newly organized box of scraps. These are my very big pieces. Then I have like all my little strips. Oops, some more strips here. These are like medium-sized pieces. These are the tiniest of crumbs that we will look at one day. Then I have some pieces that are already sort of put together, crumb quilt style, and I may be able to even use some of that. Then I have like some mosaic crumbs, different things. So I will be working with these fabrics. I am going to see how many squares I can get out of this iron-on, and I will be right back. I was able to cut 20 squares, 6.5 inches. I'd like the finished block to be at least 6 inches. But I might only be using 16 of these. I don't know. I went ahead and cut them. And don't throw away your scraps. You can always sew this stuff together. You could just lay it one on top of the other and do a zigzag. And you can, create bigger pieces of fabric out of your scraps. So let's just see what I'm going to do. I noticed that one of my ceiling lights blew out. So I'm in a darker room than normal. It's dark enough here at night. I don't need broken light bulbs. And you know me, it'll take years, probably never, before I change that. I think I'm going to set up the other camera. It was so incredibly dark in here that I went ahead and got one of my clamp-on light bulb thingies. Can I show you? Where is it? Like that. And that seems to be working for now. I might be extremely hot in a few minutes, but those light bulbs heat me up. I am certainly not going to make all these blocks with you guys, but let's just get started together at least. I'm going to do like I did in the previous video. I'll be making a lot of like strips because I don't want this to last too long. Oh my goodness, we're so nice and cozy. I might, play with some other designs and not do just strips. This is going to be, crazy quilt style, so anything goes. And let's start with a couple of bigger pieces just to get going. And I would like to also get some other size and shape pieces in there too, even if it means that I have to sew in a different direction and not just across. You'll see what I mean when we get there. So let's do this. Maybe we can do something like that. And then another piece there, and that will give us some odd stitching. And I'm going to stitch with black thread so it really pops. Let's go like that. See, I want to use, fairly decent sized pieces, so this doesn't take too long. And let's just go to like that. Cool. Let's bring a little bit of blue into it. I'm just going to trim this here, and then this will get trimmed after the fact, so we're good with that. Let's do a little crumb block up there, and I can do the zigzag on there, and it'll look like it was just meant to be. Now it looks like there's a lot of blue here, but that will be trimmed. We are ready. I don't have this on my ironing board. How did you let me do that? Let's see if I can, oh man. I can do this, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. Okay, that wasn't bad at all. Good save, Darlene, good save. And I use the high with steam, although I'm in need of water. And there will be parts that won't be stuck because it's on fabric, but that's okay. I will still stitch around it. You can always turn it over if you want. Press it on this side a little bit. If your iron is too hot, you can always put a cloth or something on top of that and then press. Let's build a couple more blocks and then we'll go sew, because I don't have to change my camera angle 100 times. Well, that was pretty fun and that was pretty cool. Do like so far. Let's add this little bugger right there. Oh, make sure I'm on the glue side. I am. You want glue on only one side for this. Now I am going to go ahead and just trim a little bit of this blue in case I want to use some of it, because there was a lot there. Let's do, so thready. Let's do like there, and then let's finish it off with something else for a change. Ooh, how about like that? Okay, like, let's put this guy here on that corner. Oops, more like that. I don't want too much overlap. I don't know why this particular fabric has so many threads, and I like it. I like that little pop of yellow it gives me. Okay, let's go like that. Maybe this. Ooh, how about that? Why is it that with all the scraps I have, I feel like I don't have enough scraps? Is that going to cover? For the most part it is. Okay. Oh, I know what I'm going to do. Okay, let me trim that here. I'm going to take this piece off for right now. I'm going to lay some strips here, and then this will go on top of that and cover all the edges of those strips. See, I'm a little bit smart sometimes. Like that. Is this guy long enough? It is. It is long enough. You do want to, lay them on top of each other enough that when you sew, you're going to be catching both. You want to be catching both at the same time. Maybe a little piece of green. Let's do that. And then this guy here. Okay, that is all good. And we need something for this corner. Maybe do one more strip. And this too, I will hide these pieces under this guy. See, I'm learning. And that too, we'll put that over. And then that will be trimmed after. Okay, we're ready to press. And I will trim a little bit. Crumbs all get saved. Not this one. I'll let that one go because it's like 1/8 of an inch. I am going to go ahead and make another block with you. And look, I just put this piece of fabric here and I thought I'm going to have pieces coming out like around that, but then this will go on top of them to cover the edges. So let's do that. Well, I'll just leave it here for right now so I know about what I need. Let's put this under here so it'll be strips, but not all the way across. I think that's pretty cool, don't you? Don't you? Don't you? Right, like that. Let's put a piece of this blue. Like that. And let's just, for the heck of it, trim it this way. And maybe I'll do something this way and then a little piece there. Okay, let's go here like this. Maybe we'll repeat that right here. That's good. We need a little triangle here. How about that? Like that. Goes with that. Now I have a choice. I can have that be on top or I can put the other things on top. And I think I'm going to put this on top. I like this very much. And I do like to repeat some prints in the other blocks because it makes them look like they belong together. Like so far, all 3 of my blocks have this blue. But they don't all have to have that blue. But as long as you do a little bit of the same here and there, it will look like it belongs. Ooh, let's do a little bit of this cheetah. Let's just cut like that. And then let's just cut like this. Ooh, I am so liking this whole process. It's just fun. Okay, so we need a couple more strips. I could just finish it off, or I could do like another narrow strip. Let's do that. Let's do another narrow strip here. And then we'll do a little bit more here in the corner. Ooh, I have a good size strip right here for this. That will cover, ooh, let's get rid of the selvage. That will cover that. We need something for down here. Okay, that'll cover, and then we'll trim. Time to press. And let me trim. And we are ready to go to the sewing machine. Don't you love this? I just grabbed a piece of salvage out of the trash that isn't like really trash. I never throw any of the stuff away. And I just want to play with zigzags just to see what I want to do. Maybe I want to go wider. I know I want a shorter stitch length. Right there. I like this. Now, I am just going to go up and down. Let's see. Let's try to do it in somewhat of an easy way. We have just back and forth lines here, so let's start with that. Gee, at first I didn't know if I was going to like the black, but I am. It's not powerful like black grout on a mosaic block, but I think it'll be cool. Oh, you know what we didn't do? We didn't try curves. We'll have to try curves on a couple blocks. I don't worry if I go right up to the edge or not, because some of that's going to fray anyway. Now this piece right here was part of a crumb block. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? It was already sewn together and I put it here, so I am going to do a zigzag there, and you'll never know that that was already sewn together. Now I think the best way to do this is the under pieces first. I'm going to start here. I'm going to sew this under piece. Now let's do this piece. Turning. So I think it works better if you work with what's under first. So now I'm going to just flip this back a little bit. We're going to sew here and up here a little bit, and then we'll put this over and then we'll finish with that. That will be done for this block. I'm not going to trim these up tonight. It will look much neater when it is trimmed, but look. Look at all that little stuff we did there. That is so cool. I absolutely love it. Okay, let's do another one. And again, I like to look and see what is on top and what is under. I'm going to flip this back for right now. Why don't I even pin it back? So I can do these lines, and then we'll put that over, and we know that it's going to cover all those edges. Now let's take this out. Haha, we'll put that down. I kind of went back and forth a little too much, so it made a blacker spot, but that's okay. I'm sure it will be happening again and again, so we're just leaving it. Trying to figure out the best way to sew is like a puzzle too, and I find that also fun. Oh, before I sew this down, I'm going to do all these. Even though there's just a tiny little narrow strip here, it shows and it's cute. Now we're just going to go all the way around this little guy. Do I have all my edges captured? I do believe I do. I'm pretty much liking this one too. We got threads and all kinds of things going on. But see this little, like it's like a little patch. More threads. Next, and this will be the last one that I do with you tonight. Things that are under, I will do those first. I didn't mention it because I don't know yet. I have no clue how I'm going to finish the quilt. You can't put these blocks together and rag them because of this, but you always could put fabric between and then rag it that way. I thought of showing you guys that way, but I just did a ragged one, so we'll see. And we have another little dark back and forth. Like I said, those will happen. You could always use clear nylon thread if you wanted to really give it a, you know, an invisible finish. And one more. And we are done block number 3. Again, not trimmed, not cleaned up, but I like it so much. Let's look at them together. I just think they look so festive, don't you? I am going to stop here. I will not be putting these on the quilt board because we are making the actual quilt in this one. I will sew blocks with you again. I don't think I'll do all the other blocks alone because, oh yeah, because we want to do curves one time. So the next time we will still be sewing some blocks. I'll probably have these trimmed up for you. I might do a few others in the meantime, because I don't want the series to last too long. So I would say maybe one more video of doing blocks and then we'll start to put them together. Thank you so much for watching. Do subscribe because do I have to tell you why? No, I don't. You know why. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!